Hello friends! Today we're going to read a fun story called Froggy Gets Dressed. It's the story of Froggy and how he gets dressed to go outside because he's so excited that it is starting to snow. Froggy Gets Dressed by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Rimkowitz. Let's see what's going to happen when Froggy gets dressed. Froggy gets dressed. What do you put on to go outside to play in the snow? It was cold. Froggy woke up and looked out of the window. "Snow, snow," he sang. "I want to play in the snow." "Go back to sleep, Froggy," said his mother. "Don't you know, frogs are supposed to sleep all winter. Wake up when the snow melts." Frogs sleep during the winter. That means they hibernate. They sleep all winter long, but not Froggy. He's ready to go out into the snow. "No, no," cried Froggy. "I'm awake, awake, and I want to go out and play in the snow." So Froggy put on his socks, zoop, pulled on his boots, zup, put on his hat, zat, tied on his scarf, zwit, tugged on his mittens, zum, and flapped outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. "Froggy!" called his mother. "What?" yelled Froggy. "Did you forget to put something on?" Froggy looked down. "Oops!" cried Froggy. "I forgot to put on my pants." He flopped back inside. Flop, 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 tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat, pulled on his boots. He left his socks on and slipped his pants on. Zip! Then he pulled on his boots. Zup! Put on his hat. Zat! Tied on his scarf. Zwit! Tugged on his mittens. Zum! And flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Can you tell what Froggy forgot to put on? "Froggy!" called his mother. "What?" yelled Froggy. "Did you forget to put something on?" Froggy looked down. "Oops!" he cried. "I forgot my shirt!" "And your coat," added his mother. Boy, Froggy's gonna sure get cold without a coat and a shirt on. He flopped back inside. Flop, 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 tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat. He left his pants, boots, and socks on, and buttoned his shirt. Zut, zut, zut. Then he snapped on his coat. Zap. Put on his hat. Zat, tied on his scarf, zit, tugged on his mittens, zum, and flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. You think Froggy has on everything now? Let's see. "Froggy!" called his mother. "What?" yelled Froggy. "Did you forget to put something on?" Froggy looked down. He had on his mittens, he had on his scarf, he had on his coat, he had on his shirt, he had on his pants, he had on his boots, he had on his socks. He reached up, yep, he had on his hat. What could be missing? friends, what is Froggy missing? Your underwear, his mother laughed. Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. How do you think Froggy might be feeling, friends? He's getting all red in the cheeks. Do you think he might be feeling embarrassed? Look, all of his friends can hear, and they're laughing too. But Froggy forgot his underwear. He flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flop. Tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, unsnapped his coat, unbuttoned his shirt, unzipped his pants, pulled off his boots, took off his socks. He left his hat on and slipped on his long johns with a zap of elastic. These are his long johns, or his long underwear. Then he put on one sock, zoop. He pulled on one boot, zup. He tugged on one mitten, zoom. Started to tug the other on and let it drop and said, I'm too tired. And went back to sleep. Oh, Froggy. All of that getting dressed, and he didn't even get to play in the snow. Good night, Froggy. And that, friends, is the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed Froggy Gets Dressed. Until next time, take care.